Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. I'm broadcasting remotely from beautiful Solvang, California. It is a Winnie the Pooh blustery day all through Central and Southern California. You may hear the windows rattle a little bit in the background or the rain hitting the windows. And if you do, just think of Winnie the Pooh and just think about creation. So once again, it's fantastic to be with you. The Advancement Center, allowing people to make themselves aware of who they are and how they operate, and to give them a leg up over the fence into their own magnificence so they can run ahead and do the same for someone else. There's still this incredible feeling within the human entity of your happy switch being in the full-on position every day, all day. And it's a tremendous feeling to feel that. And whenever you feel a sense that that switch could be starting to head down, it just turns back on again. And you're happy with no explanation. Problems disappear. And it's just a beautiful feeling because it's coming from somewhere deep inside you that has no explanation. I continue to marvel at where each person has come, the remembrance, the revelations that take you to an awareness of yourself that up until that moment you didn't have. And when you have that awareness, it opens up the consciousness of the past so that you actually see where you came from, how you got here. So the more you remember, the more you remember. And the other day I walked out of my apartment, but before I left, about 7:30 in the morning, this light came into the room, and it was a different light. And it was different because I noticed it. And I put it aside. And as I walked out the front door, the light greeted me. And it was as bright as the sun. And it was saying hello to me. And I could look at it, but not for long. And the light around it, and the light around me, and the light around what I could see in front of me was a different light. And there was a clarity. It was like I was on a different planet. And I thought, is that the sun? And it was so low that it seemed like it couldn't possibly be. And I turned to walk towards my car, and the light changed. And it seemed like a normal light in the sky. And later that day, it was said that our twin, as we communicate with them, wherever they may be, will always appear as a star. And I said, that was my twin. And I knew it at that moment. So a revelation, a remembrance, and a remembrance of it all. And it's a marvel how far we're going, how far ahead, how far out beyond even the outer reaches of the universe, with a happy switch, fully in the on position, so bright, so switched on, that not only do you not notice problems, but you don't know what a problem is. And so we're away, we're off, riding this feeling that was delivered on the planet and sharing it with everyone who enters our field or who are 1,000 miles away, because you can't help but share it with a big grin and a smile. You give it away to everyone because it's yours to give away. And you're experiencing it so powerfully that it's oozing out of your pores. So as usual, I'll share a few things that I wrote. And I just felt this last night. We are all so precious, even with the challenges, all the blemishes, all the difficulties. Each one is a precious being, capable of delivering so much love, so much compassion and understanding, forgiveness so powerful that it's as if the wrong that was done to you never happened. This is within each one of us, so it also resides within the human entity. You can spot it everywhere and anywhere, the preciousness of life. You may lose it for a minute or two, but it will never lose you. And even if you fall in a hole of outward judgment or self-judgment or being too serious or even being unkind, the preciousness of your life never leaves. You and each one of us are just simply amazing. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Just that 1 minute old. I never thought through love we'd be making one as lovely as she. But isn't she lovely, made from love? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Isn't she pretty? Truly the angel's best. Oh, I'm so happy. We have been heaven blessed. I can't believe what God has done. Through us, He's given life to one. But isn't she lovely, made from love? It's hard to feel and see the preciousness of everyone and not have something flow through me that's so enormous. No matter where you are, what you're doing, what's happening, know you are precious. You're the diamond inside the coal and more. You'll never be given up on. And the preciousness of who you are will always rise to the top. It'll always come back. It never leaves you. You were made from love. Nori, there's a difference between needing something and being in need. I need a haircut. I'm in need of a haircut. I'm not going to make it if I don't get a haircut. The first two are observations. The last one is a condition or state of consciousness that is connected to lack, fear, doubt, and desperation. Let's say for that last one, instead of I'm in need, that I'm in worry. I'm going to call it Nori, the combination of perceived need and worry. This is impossible to have when you know who you are, for we are abundant beyond compare. Once you observe something that you truly need, the industry of magic and miracles starts its engine and builds packages and delivers what you need, not some of the time, but all of the time. Sometimes in packages you don't recognize, for your observation of your need has many layers, but they can search high and low for the exact thing that you need and deliver it at the perfect time. So you observe your need, place your order, and then sit back and relax. Your order is being processed and manufactured in a place where there is no time and space. So there's no awareness of how you are marking time for the arrival of your package. It sees beyond the human measurement of time, for it is always now. And when it comes to you, it will still be now. And so it is perfect. A friend of mine told me how she saw herself as inferior to two of her girlfriends who seemed to her as though they were more beautiful and more charismatic. This, I believe, is a constant theme for most of the female population. But then she realized her own worth and that it is not to be compared to anyone else's. And she saw her own beauty in her own light. And then she said, from one of the revelations of this new awareness, that now I can make the money that I deserve and hence have the life that I deserve. This is Nori. And I said to her, no, now you don't need the money. You just became rich. And you could live in your car for the next 6 months with the peace, freedom, and awareness that you just gained. That awareness is the true abundance, the place beyond Nori. But most times the value of what has just been delivered is grossly undervalued and simply used as a mechanism to get the thing we really think we need, the thing that we really think will make us happy. So it becomes easy to take that abundance and go forth and conquer the world. And you can do that if you like. But I guarantee that you will find yourself comparing yourself to someone else along that journey until you realize that you're enough and beyond enough. And then those needs, that Nori, will disappear. And your body will begin to feel the slowness of your breath that is no longer panting from the life of chasing, but is now breathing deeply and relaxing so that all that Nori can fall off. The weight of the world, the weight of Nori is now gone. So we pour ourselves a glass of champagne and say cheers to the industry of magic and miracles for delivering our packages. And we recognize that they are always standing by, watching and listening for our next order. In truth, they know what we need before we ask. And then all of a sudden, we notice that our blender is no longer working. And we place our order and listen for that humming sound of the engine of the industry of magic and miracles. For then we know with full confidence that the package is on its way. And we celebrate now having the awareness to distinguish between need and Nori. And we say our final goodbyes to Nori, that need that is connected to worry. Ding dong. What's that? Oh, there's a package at the door. Someone just sent me a blender. Now that's magic and miracles. To know, to actually know that you are manipulating the energy fields and the flow of life, to actually know that there are energy fields that are the fabric of existence and that are right behind our human vision, to know that you are capable of changing the world in an individual's life with a simple movement of your hand, a simple touch that reaches into their field, or the sound of your voice. It is the nature of our being, but until now, it is mostly an unconscious act. For the aspect of you that lives in the outer reaches of the universe, it is very easy to see, know, and consciously do. But for the aspect that lives in the physical plane, it requires an expanded view that cannot be obtained through the five human senses. Those masters that have appeared in a human form have always wanted us to know what we are capable of. And of course, those that are not in human form are sending the same message. They lovingly and patiently remind us of who we are, and lovingly and patiently remind us again and again, without force or coercion or expectation, but with a confidence and a knowing that what is true of each one of us will be fully known. And they have stamped their seal of guarantee upon our hearts so that we are free to choose the time and place of this revealing that fulfills our destiny. Once again, we must step back from pressing our face into the plate glass window of the physical plane. Take that step back with me right now and look out into what's behind what your human eyes can see. There, right there, can you see the fields of energy dancing around every piece of life? Can you see the masters, your creator, your twin, and Simeon with big smiles on their face? Can you see the entities that look after you, the angels, your friends and loved ones who have passed to the other side, the fairies and the nature spirits dancing all around you? It is a magnificent world, and it is real, and it all belongs to you. But don't follow Jesus. Take what he gave you and go further. Don't follow Buddha. Take what he showed you and go further. Don't follow the masters. Take what they give you and go beyond it. They never wanted to be your guru. They never wanted you to put them on a pedestal. They wanted you to go beyond them. Greater things than these you will do. For it is a desertion of your own personal responsibility to praise and promote another as your savior and guru. The time for this is over. You must step forward into the path that has been paved for you to lead yourself to your destiny. You honor these magnificent masters by honoring and recognizing yourself. Know that everything is sound, and that sound turns energy to matter. God said, or God sounded, "Let there be light," and there was light. It is a vibration, a frequency that changes formless energy into physical matter that has form. This is what you can do. This is how we create, through vibration that resonates at a frequency that matches a frequency of something as simple as a chair. Your thoughts are vibrating at a frequency, and they emit a sound that also resonates with the frequency of a chair, so that a chair will appear when you think that you need it. The Aboriginals of Africa, of Australia, have a creation story that said the world was created with 3 songs. They said time began when the supernatural beings of the earth broke through the surface of the earth, and they created what was on the surface of the earth with 3 sacred songs. It has also been said that if you want to find out the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Simply put, this is who you are. Singing, talking, walking, standing, your thoughts, they all produce energy, frequency, vibration, and sound. This is the essence of you. Energy, frequency, and vibration make up your essence, and they impact the physical plane through sound. We are a walking sound vibration that can heal by harmonizing and resonating with the field of another person. You walk into a room and the room is changed. We have all done this, and most times we are not aware of the power of our vibration. As we vibrate in peace and balance, the sound changes the field of all that it comes in contact with. This is not something that you have to understand, but that you can know is real. Your body, and more importantly, your being, is a receiver and transmitter, vibrating and emitting a sound and frequency that is beyond technology. We are coming into the awareness of our field and how it affects everything and everyone, and the immense power that we wield. This is information that belongs to you, and to know it changes you at every level of your being, so that you will once and for all see yourself as a spinning field of light, vibrating and creating between this earth and your origin. Stop for a moment and listen. Can you hear the sound? Thank you, everyone, for joining me today on this Winnie the Pooh blustery day. With everything that I am, I wish for you a perfect life, perfect health and a magic future. I am David.